From Fox 55 Sports, this is The Locker Room.
Hey, good evening, boys and girls, and welcome inside the locker room. Happy to be rejoined by my partner in crime,
miss me?
Peter. I missed you a lot, man.
Missed you too, buddy.
You have a good Christmas?
Had a great Christmas. How about yourself?
I did. Santa treated me well.
He always does, right? No coal in the stocking for you at any point in time, right?
Never. I've always been a great
Always been
kid.
a very well-behaved man.
I spent my break watching a lot of basketball, though, a lot of high school basketball.
Nothing wrong with that.
A lot of SAC tourney basketball. One of those games included a matchup between the SAC's top two teams in the standings right now, Northrop versus Snyder.
And while I was in the great vacation city of Indianapolis, the great vacation destination, wasn't able to watch those games, but from what I heard, it was a great game between two of the teams expected to be at the top of the standings when the season closes. Obviously, Snyder came out on top before falling to Homestead in the championship game of the SAC tourney. Didn't have to wait long for the rematch tonight. Snyder-Northrop Part 2.
We didn't plan that. Let's head to Mark Scheff Gymnasium. Third quarter, tight ball game. Bruins led by 6 at half. Started going to big Sidney Curry, and that's not a bad guy to go to. They try to open things up in the third. First, Curry, the feed down low. He bullies his way to the bucket for 2. Next possession, Curry, another feed at the block. Good patience. Goes up with it. Nice left-handed bucket and another bucket. Back came the Panthers, though. Michael Ealy hard to the hoop for the hoop and the harm. 3-point play. The deficit is back to 2. But the Bruins, they just kept on feeding Curry all night long. And, you know, Snyder took a dose of that Curry. Dylan Duff, no contest there. Easy bucket for him. Game high 23. And then to Noah Ridley, intercepts the pass, takes it the other way.
Elevate.
For the one-handed flush. Bruins up 9 after 3. Panthers make a push in the fourth. Ely finishes the alley-oop off the feed from Arian Thomas. And then Duff pulls up and hits from 15 to cut the lead to 3, but the Bruins, they would deny any more chance of a comeback. They'd hit their free throws late, and they're going to hang on to win tonight, 51-47, your final.
We kept our composure. We knew they was going to make a run. Jeremy does a great job coaching his team. We knew they was going to make some sort of run, and in the past, we lost our composure. So this time we anticipated it and just stayed calm.
Really just being patient on offense, was not giving up. When they scored, just not giving up on defense, so that was it. We're undefeated in the conference, so that really is a boost. So really just gave us confidence to go on to the next game tomorrow.
Northrop right now is at the top of the SAC standings. They're still undefeated. Snyder currently trails by just a game.
Concordia also undefeated going into tonight, trying to keep pace with Northrop. Hosting Lourdes, another rematch of a game we saw in the holiday tournament. Cadets won the first meeting, got off to a hot start in this one. Alec Bartkovic knocks down the 3. Shout out to my man Jay Prince for the assist. Later,
twice as nice from Bartkovic.
There you go. How about the inner Lance Stevenson on his way back down the floor? He's making him dance, and it's Jaron Kindig dancing all the way to the cup. That bucket puts Concordia up by 9. Just before the end of the first, Lourdes cuts the deficit back to 7. Nice find by Landon Moore. John Peterson, the finish, +1, but too much Concordia tonight. Second quarter, off the turnover, Adam Gottschalk able to get the friendly bounce. Cadets moved to 3-0 in conference play. They've been a nice surprise this season. 77-67 the final over Lourdes tonight.
They have indeed. Out to Homestead we go. Homestead boys in game 2 of a doubleheader against Southside. First points of the game go to the Archers. Southside, good ball movement. JT Langston Jr. to the paint for 2. Sparty returns the favor on the next trip down the floor. Once again, good ball movement. And eventually finds Trent Loomis streaking through the back door for 2. Southside working the baseline here later. Kick back out to Cassidy Connolly, who drains a long 2. But then right back the other way comes Homestead. Or excuse me, more from Southside. Drains a 3 from the top of the arc, and you're going to see a nice pass here from Homestead's Zach Kruger. Luke Goody has 1 in the chamber, and he hits his mark for 3.
He can shoot it.
Just a little bit.
Reason he has an offer from Iowa.
Indeed. Langston Jr. working again in the paint for the Archers. The up and under for 2 more points. Back and forth most of the night, but Homestead pulls it out 55-47. Your final.
And there's Goody again from the corner. Over at Northside, Gary Andrews and the Legends looking for their first conference win, playing host to Craig Young and the Wayne Generals. North hanging tough early, thanks in large part to their 6'7" center, Mike Scott. Wayne doesn't have anyone taller than 6'4". Scott taking full advantage. Moments later, again establishes good position. Another easy deuce. Legends down just 3 after 1, but Wayne able to create some separation in the second. Michael Redding kisses it off the glass for 2. Then a nice extra pass into the corner for Timon Kinney. Nothing but bottoms. And what would a Wayne highlight be, Jay Prince, without a dunk from Craig Young?
It wouldn't be a highlight at all.
Forces the turnover, and now we're doing chin-ups on the rim. That puts the Generals up 10. They hold on to win by 7 tonight, 57-50 the final. Probably closer than most people expected there.
Indeed. Northside's getting better.
Absolutely.
Final stop takes us to the Charger Fieldhouse. Carroll taking on Bishop Dwenger. Both teams training buckets from deep early. Matt Kochanski from distance. 1-point lead for the Saints. Other end, good inside-out action in the zone. Dan McKeeman going to result in a triple for him. 2-point lead for Carroll. Saints back on 0. Brendan Lytle drives, kicks to Kochanski, spotting up from deep again. Team high 15 for him. Lead back to 1 for the Saints. Other end, 3-ball. Corner pocket. Dave Ejah hits. He had a game high 20. All that scoring within a 2.5-minute span. Chargers led by 4 after 1, and they roll on to the 20-point win, 47-27. So as we switch from the boys to the girls now, it was the title game we all expected for the SAC Holiday title on the girls' side last Saturday.
Yeah.
The top 2 seeds, Homestead, Southside, met for that title.
Southside talented once again. They're young but really good. Despite playing their 5th game in a 3-day stretch, though, Sparty able to pull away from the Archers for the title. They're 3rd in the past 4 seasons. Once again, didn't have to wait long for this rematch either. Both teams hooking up on the hardwood. Homestead on the road this evening, or Southside on the road at Homestead this evening.
Southside up 1 on Sparty at halftime, but unfortunately that score wouldn't last. Homestead off to a quick start in the second half. Sydney Graber hits one from behind the line, squaring up the score. Off the inbound pass, Solaire Starks buries a 3, giving Sparty the lead here. The ball, though, then going to make its way to Ayanna Patterson. She puts in a hard 2 for her team and scores the and 1. Not a lot of buckets for the Lady Archers in the second half. Here's 2 here. Olivia Smith hits the floater for 2. Then, after a hard drive to the basket, Southside's J.C. Jones, she hits the free throw. And then she's going to hit the second. But Sparty, I'll tell you what, they're good. And
Gotta
they were
make
just
your free throws, kids.
Too much tonight. Ball work down low to Patterson for 2 more. Homestead rolls 48-33. They stay undefeated. Feels good heading into their next game.
It feels great. It feels like we have accomplished a lot, but we still have a lot to accomplish with that target on our back, and just we have to play game by game.
We're a good basketball team. We've got a lot of important pieces to be very successful, and we just keep grinding. I think we're working hard, and I think you have to be a very good defensive basketball team to win championships. And we've proven, for the most part this year, that we've done a very good job defending. Offensively, I think we're getting the shots we want, and as we continue to improve and knock those in, I think we'll be very tough to beat.
Sparty's next matchup is against Lawrence North tomorrow night.
All right, back to Concordia, where there was a pink out tonight. Former Cadet quarterback Jake Bird, he's all about it. Lady Cadets hosting Lures, and Jake had to like this. Persistence is key, children. Just ask Nautica Rogers. First 2, no. Third time's a charm, though. Puts Concordia up 7, late second quarter. Late third now, Meg Barkley Baseline converts with the left. Cadettes have a 4-point lead at that point, but back come the Knights. Anna Parent, schooling girls on the offensive glass. She's just a freshman, cuts the deficit to 2. Then they go inside to Kennedy Glenn, hoop plus the harm, ties things up at 21 in the late stages of the third. Knights go on to win in a rock fight, 36-34. Your final inside the cage. Hope you like defense.
That's a good game. That's a good win for Knights. Back to Charger Fieldhouse. Carol Bishop Dwenger locked in a tight one on the girls' side. It's a 7-point game in the third in favor of the Chargers. Back come the Saints. Molly Ream, the transition triple. She had 15. Dwenger within 4. Later on, Saints break the press again. It's going to result in an easy bucket down low for Maggie Cheever, and it's down to a 3-point contest. They take the lead a few minutes later, but Carroll not going anywhere. Delaney Sheets hits the 3 to pull the Chargers back in front. She had 15, and then Emily Parrott, she forces the turnover. We didn't have the video, unfortunately, but Maggie Cheever had a good game for the Saints today, and Dwenger goes on to win it 64-60.
Head to By-Hay Arena. Maya Jackson leading her Wayne Generals into battle against Nia Coleman and the Northside Legends. And how about Wayne? They jump in the driver's seat early. First bucket of the game belongs to Shira Alexander, who's out ahead of the pack on the break. But Lady Legends do have an answer. Trinity Mitchell is open in the corner. Little line drive, but it's dead on, so that's good. Moments later, more from Mitchell. This time cleaning up the Coleman miss, sticks it back in for 2. Northside takes their first lead. Wayne able to hang around for a while. Chanel Clay, pure on a long 2 from the wing. But Northside eventually able to take firm control off the inbounds. Samaya Chambers gets to the left-handed runner. Legends pull away. They earn their first SAC win of the season, 56-29. Your final there.
Our final stop of the night, back to Mark Sheff Gymnasium. Northrop and Snyder girls squaring off. Low-scoring affair in the first quarter of this one. Markeisha Weeks gets the layup to go off the glass. Snyder within a pair. A few possessions later, Niaja Hardy, listed at just 5'4". She fights her way to the cup for 2.
About my height.
And the Bruins are out in front by 1. But the Bruins, they're not going to be bullied on their home court. Treva Datcher hits the floater, 24 points.
She's taller than me.
Yes, 10 boards for her. Later on, Datcher misses down low. Tiana White there to clean up, hits the putback. She had 24 as well. The duo nearly outscores Snyder themselves. Bruins win 59-49.
Hey, let's stay at Northrop for our play of the night, shall we? Back to the boys game. Tanoa Ridley, he was the play of the night a few weeks ago.
He was. When
they beat Southside, and another big win for them tonight. Ridley, a one-handed jam, slow motion for me. There you go. Northrop 3-0 in SAC play.
That looked pretty similar to the last dunk that
it did. And those who slept on Northrop at the beginning of the season were starting to eat our words a little bit.
They were just outside of our top 5 teams.
Just outside, but we had Homestead in front of them, Carroll in front of them, and Snyder in front of them. And right now, everybody's looking at the Bruins and Concordia at the top of the SAC standings. How about that?
Unbelievable. Gotta love it. Still plenty of time left in the season, though.
Absolutely.